My name is Jacob Friedman. I'm president of Harrisburg Public Parking, the company that has been selected by the Harrisburg Parking Authority to lease the parking facilities currently administered by the HPA. Thank you for joining us this afternoon to discuss a very exciting and important development in our effort to complete this important transaction, which will provide a wide range of attractive benefits to the city and to the citizens of Harrisburg. This morning, HPP and AFSCME District Council 90, the union local that represents the HPA employees, signed an agreement that enables a long-term partnership between the employees and HPP. This agreement was a long time coming, and it is clearly a victory for the employees of the HPA. And they should be thankful to their leadership for the great job they have done in having us recognize the needs that the union membership has and being able to work out this agreement. I'll walk you through the terms in a few moments, but first, let me tell you what this means for the people of Harrisburg and for our transaction. This agreement takes us a step closer to a transaction that will do for Harrisburg what no other transaction of this sort has yet been able to do for the city. When we complete the transaction, Harrisburg will have the money it needs to retire not only the parking authority debt, but money available to invest in a multitude of services and projects that will benefit the citizens of this city for years to come. And Harrisburg will have good parking facilities. We will work hard to improve them and to improve the services which we provide to the users of these parking facilities. As you know, in exchange for leasing the facilities, we've agreed to be obligated to a very high standard, and simply stated, we could not possibly meet those requirements without the good work of the current employees of the union. That's why we've always known that this agreement was critical, and now that we have it in hand, we're ready to move forward. I'll now tell you about the agreement that was signed today. The agreement provides for all the employees to continue in their current positions, to determine their future employment status, and to receive meaningful wage increases. During the 12 months following completion of the lease transaction, each employee will have the opportunity to decide whether to remain an HPA employee under their current contract, which expires in 2012, or become an employee of HPP. Those who join HPP will receive a $1 per hour salary increase, as well as be entitled to a paid lunch hour. Employees who remain with the HPA will fulfill their responsibilities under a separate agreement between the HPA and the HPP, and those who remain after the expiration of their contract with the HPA will continue to be employed under the same agreement. This is a good deal for the employees, for HPP, and ultimately for the city. Before I turn the mic over to Mary Schwanger, I'd like to take a few moments to thank some people who have helped us make this possible. First and foremost is the leadership of AFSCME District 90, Council 90, and Council 13. This was not an easy negotiation, and we needed to work out many sensitive issues. And the union and its leadership negotiated in good faith. They did this out of a sense of duty for their members and as a sense of duty to improve Harrisburg's future, and for this I am grateful. I would particularly like to recognize Mary Schwanger's efforts, and her membership should be very thankful for the hard work that she has done in convincing us that we must recognize the needs of her membership in all of their various facets. Now that the union is on board, I believe that there is no real constituency who are opposed to the lease agreement moving forward. I'll conclude by reiterating that this agreement between AFSCME and HPP is a critical and exciting step towards completion of the proposed lease transaction. Our team is ready to move forward and looks forward to serving the Harrisburg community for many years to come and to have a good partnership and working relationship with AFSCME and all of its members. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mary Schwanger, Director of AFSCME District Council 90, after which I'll be glad to take some questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. And I would also like to thank Jacob Friedman and his partnership for their patience in working through the many facets of this agreement. I believe this is a win-win agreement for all our members. It gives our members the decision-making power to decide whether they want to stay public employees and stay working for the Harrisburg Parking Authority, or make the determination whether they want to begin working for the Harrisburg Parking Partnership. It was a long and arduous process, but I am very happy and very pleased with the outcome, and I'm looking forward to our relationship. Thank you.
If you have any questions for either Mary or myself, we would be glad to address them.
Mary, what was the vote? I guess there's 53 employees of Harrisburg Parking Authority?
This really did not go to a ratification vote, because you need to understand that the contract that's in place, the Harrisburg Parking Authority contract, will remain in effect, and no changes will be made to it. There is not any change to Article 29 at all, and so there was no vote with regard to this.
So really, this went over their heads?
No.
Over the heads of the employees?
Well, it's an opportunity to provide our employees a safety net. If they want to work for the Harrisburg Parking Authority and they want to work in the existing contract, they can do that. Or if they want to go work under a new contract, they can do that.
And how many do you think?
And they will get a vote about that. You know,
they will get a vote?
They will get to decide which they want to do during that 1 year period.
But there is a contract with HPP too?
There will be. There is not one in existence. There's a commitment to do that.
A commitment for a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And any idea how many, based on you were talking to the employees, how many employees do you think are going to switch and take the move?
I wouldn't know that. I just would not know that. I mean, until they get an opportunity to look at everything, I wouldn't want to hazard a guess.
And one last question for you, Mary. Since the current contract with Harrisburg Parking Authority lasts until 2012,
Mm-hmm.
even if they stayed there, they're going to have that contract after it expires?
They will be able to work for the Harrisburg Parking Authority after that contract expires, and we will be negotiating a contract with the Harrisburg Parking Authority as a successor contract.